Hello, welcome back to Larp School, and today it's having fun. Hello, yes, welcome back to Larp School. As I said, today's about having fun. It kind of continues on from where I was kind of hitting in the last video when rising the ranks, especially at the end where it's about a group of people coming together to have fun. Now, how can you make sure you have fun? Not necessarily make sure you have fun. There are systems, loads and loads of systems out there, and not every system's going to be for everybody. There are going to be some systems you go to that you absolutely love, you really enjoy. You don't need to worry about sort of getting into character or anything. It all comes very naturally. Then on the other end of the spectrum, you got systems that you like going to, but it takes a lot to sort of get into the mood, to get into the character of what you're playing. And what I'm hoping to sort of get through today is how you can take a little bit from both systems and find a middle ground where you can have fun, you can get into the character easily enough, you can enjoy your time at any LARP system, and you can make new friends as well. And that's the first key point about having fun at LARP. It's making friends, both IC and OC. The biggest cause, I feel sometimes, of a person not enjoying a system is when they can't relate to anybody. When they first go to a system and they may not have the confidence to sort of go along to a LARP. For example, my first LARP that I ever did on my own was Green Cloaks. It's the first one that I'd done where I didn't know anybody I was going to. And that first event, I enjoyed it, but I didn't like it, if that makes sense. That's changed now, obviously, because I made friends. That first event was very strange for me because I'm not very good at making friends. I'm very sort of socially awkward. I can't sort of just go into a group and start talking. I very much kind of close myself away, and I've combated that a little bit now, so I can go out and talk to people, but not sort of talking and making any proper friends at that first event did take away from the overall experience, because I felt I was missing out on an aspect of the LARP, which is the both IC and OC banter. Oh, goodness, I'm never using that word again. IC and OC conversations. And it makes a big part, when you can go to a LARP, especially when you go there, and you can just talk to people. You can be open with them, and you can make friends pretty much instantly. LARPers, we're a lovely bunch of people. We really enjoy the experience. And that's what it's about as well. This brings me on to the second part. It's all about your experience and how best you can make it the best it can be. Now, you may go to a system that's quite heavy on magic, and you may want to do something not so magical, which is good. I applaud people who like to be different. But then you've got to remember, if the system's heavily reliant on a magic side of things, you're cutting away a large portion of the potential experience that you can have at your first event. So it's all about finding middle grounds all the time, finding the best of both worlds. You may not want to get into the magic side of things, but then the system may be very reliant on magic users, and the people who use the magic may get sort of have their own storylines and have their own plots. So you need to somehow find a way where you're not really doing magic, but you're kind of doing magic, if that makes sense. It's all about trying to get... It's math, in a way. It's math. It's boring, dull math. You want to go to... You want to go to a LARP. And at this LARP, you want to have the greatest experience at the lowest cost. which seems fair. The only problem is the distance between the two. They don't always go hand in hand, although there are LARPs out there that are low cost and still give a great experience for everyone. And it's all about finding a way to taking the low cost and finding positives into bringing it closer to the great experience. So, for example, low cost, part of the experience, there are rituals. Sweet, I can do them, that's cool. There's melee combat. Oh, I've got melee skills as my primary pick. That's cool, that's a little bit closer. I've got democracy. One, I can talk people out of fights. This could come really handy if there are any sort of big bads that may need talking to bring that a little bit closer again. It's all about finding the best way a system works and then handpicking the bits that you need to get the most out of the system, if that makes sense, which it probably doesn't. Rewatch that last part if it's confused you. It makes sense in my mind. So it probably doesn't make sense anywhere else, it's fine. Next thing, when it comes to having fun as well, be laid back. Be laid back. And I can't stress this enough. Whether, this goes for everybody who's ever involved in LARP as well. So whether you're a player, whether you're a ref, whether you're the owner of a system, whether, you're planning on running a system, be laid back about it all. It will get stressful, yes, definitely, almost definitely. But if you then let that stress take over from what you wanted, then you're not doing what you wanted anymore, if that makes sense. It means you've put so much time and effort into doing your character or to sort of write encounters, and then it doesn't go the way you're hoping, and the stress levels build because you've got to try and figure out a way around a problem. But the stress can also take away from all that work that you've done. A lot of people don't appreciate the work that goes into all aspects. And I'm not just saying this is from a game planning perspective, this is from the player's perspective as well. There's so much work that goes into characters. I've seen people absolutely pour their hearts and souls into creating a character to see them then get killed in that first event, and it is so painful to watch. But it happens, and it is part of the game, and it will get you down, but it will not end you. Your experience is what matters in a game. And that's, as I keep saying, throughout all aspects of the game. Your personal experience matters. So be laid back about it. Always, not necessarily think in worst case scenarios, but always try to think, this could happen. What would I do? No, that's fine. Character dies, not a problem, I've got another one set up. Easy peasy. It's all about finding the good path around. I mean, I'm very good at this because I am super laid back. I can make decisions about small things, big things. I can help out here, I can do this, I can do that. But I'm laid back about it. I see a lot of people getting stressed around me. I'm chilled. Because I see the big picture, I see everything. But inside that big picture, this is going to sound very weird now, but it's very much like Sherlock. I've got a mind palace. And although I see the big picture, I can take a tiny, tiny little detail in there, grab it, remove it, and simulate all the possibilities like that. My mind works in mysterious ways, and my God, it knows exactly what everything's about to happen at any time. Apart from that from the last video, but... So, it's all about having fun. It's all about having a good time. It's all about making friends. So please, do take the positives. It's so easy to look at the negatives, but always remember the bigger picture. Always remember the good times that you had. Yes, the bad times happen, yeah, sure. But they're nothing compared to some of the good times. And I know everybody out there will have a really funny story if you've been out LARPing, a really funny story that they'll remember for a long, long time. And I tell you what, if you do have a story like that, put it down below. Please comment the story. Tell us about all the good times that you've had in LARP. Today, media's too full of the negatives and the moaning and everything. Let's be positive. We're LARPers. We're here to have fun, here to have a good time. Good stories down below. And at that note, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. And until the next time, take care and goodbye for now.